In this short video, I suggest you pause and repeat some of the exercises if you would like. So let's start by lifting the toes and spreading them apart. Keep them lifted, bring the weight onto the balls of your feet and either hover or lift your heels. Engage your calves, knees, thighs, glutes, lift your collarbones, relax your arms, move the crown of your head towards the ceiling, and then gently place your feet back down. Now come high up onto your tiptoes. You can use your arms for balance and bend your knees a little. Keep your chest lifted. So whilst you hold this position, lift your heels but not your body and bend your knees a little more. One more time, lift the heels and bend the knees. Keep your spine straight, your chest lifted, and then gradually come back up. Let's roll the shoulders. Circular movements. And in the opposite direction. And then come back to our initial standing posture with the weight evenly balanced, and externally rotate your upper arms, palms facing forward or out to the side, and bring your arms back round behind. Now be careful in this position that you don't push your hips forward. Try and keep your hips above your heels. Bring your backs of your hands as close to each other as you can, and then slowly raise the arms. 22, quarter to, keep pulling the shoulder blades together. 10-2, 5-2, and vertical. Hold, come onto your tiptoes, gaze forward, lower the heels and come back down, bringing the arms back round behind, nice and slowly, and then release forward. Come back to your original standing posture. Widen the feet a little. The intention here is to keep the spine straight, the chest lifted, and raise one arm and take a side bend to the right. Keep lifting into the fingertips and lifting out of this hip. A few breaths each time, breathing out, going a little bit further. Come back to the center, and we'll go to the other side. Knees bent, spine straight, chest lifted, and we're going to the opposite side. You can look up at the top arm. Keep lifting out of this hip joint, breathing up into the fingertips, side bend to the left, come back to the center and release. Bring the feet back to hip width apart. Take your initial posture, bend the knees a little, keep the collarbones lifted as we come into a quarter forward bend. You can pull your elbows towards each other with your hands on your hips. Quarter forward bend and just hold. Watch you don't round the back. We want to keep the spine in the opposite direction, long and straight. And then we're going to come to halfway. Now some people might find that a bit much, so just come to what feels like halfway to you. might make it to 3/4 forward bend. Get the fingertips to the floor. Your knees can be as bent as you like and allow your chest to come in contact with your thighs. Let your head hang. Bring your hands to the back of your ankles and get a good tight grip, and then just see if the legs will straighten a little without the upper body coming up too much. You can bend the knees again and have a second go. And when you're ready to come up, uncurl nice and slowly. Come back up. Hands onto the pelvis. Pull the elbows together, lift the collarbones. And if it feels okay, you can look up and do a gentle back arch. Not like this, but lifting as if you're going over a high bar behind. And come forward. I'm going to give you the option to repeat those with the legs wide. So same sequence, but with the feet wider. We're going to come back to the original standing posture. Just hold on to one hip, place the other hand on the shoulder and twist from the belly to one side. The sequence is belly, chest, shoulders, head and neck, and then finally just stretch your eyes by looking as far round behind as you can. Keep the spine straight and the chest lifted. And then back forward, and let's go to the opposite side. Just feeling the spinal twisting action as we rotate the whole upper body, hips face forward, upper body, head and neck, round behind and back to the center. When we come to balance, we can place one foot on top of the other. We can place one foot on the calf, or if you feel able to, you can place one foot on the inner thigh. Hands can be in prayer. If you feel balanced, you can raise the arms. And like a tree in the summer, you can open your branches out. Any of these positions is fine. And on the other side, same option, just one foot on top of the other, foot against the calf, or foot against the inner thigh. If you want to spend longer, you can pause the video and look at those balances. We're going to come into chair posture, pushing your bottom back, pushing your fingertips forward, bring your palms together, bend the elbows and squeeze, sit down a little more if you can. Pressing the palms, the forearms together, sitting down even more. Come back up, interlink the fingers. Push the palms towards the ceiling. Palms of the hands towards the ceiling, upper arms towards the ears and behind. If it feels okay to be on your tiptoes, that's fine. And then slowly, slowly, slowly lower the heels, bring the arms round, behind, come back to our original standing posture and breathe. A few easy